Free time? What is it? Is it real? Obviously, I'm pulling on your leg, but truly, what is free time? Well, to me, free time is when I'm able to rest, sort my things out in my space, and do some of my hobbies. Free time is extremely important, and without it, I'd probably be dead inside with how dull things would be. So, hear me out as I talk about the things I do in my free time. To start off, I just wanna say, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm holier than thou or that I'm better than you just because I like cleaning in my free time. No, it's just that cleaning to me is my type of procrastination. It's just me not wanting to do something but also wanting to do something productive. It's a good form of exercise as well, which I don't get very much. So it's a habit I've started working on. And to me, whenever I do an arts and crafts project, I always embed it into my mind that I should be organizing, I should be cleaning, because I cannot count the number of hours I've wasted on trying to find a certain art material, only to realize I've ran out of that a long time ago. So yeah, speaking of arts and crafts, that leads us to the next segment, which is... So a handful of people know this already, but I love drawing. It's something I'm passionate about. I'm not very good at it, but that doesn't make me any less eager to learn. But what a lot of people don't know is that I quit drawing for a handful of months because of an incident last school year. The only reason I've picked up on it again is because of a lesson about ignorance in ESP. It gave me an epiphany. If I just ignore my abilities in art just because of one person, then I'll never get better, and I'll never be able to prove them wrong. I'm not the best, but that doesn't mean I won't get any better. I want to recreate characters I have in my head. I want to draw art of characters from the games I play, and I want to be proud of something. And that's what motivates me to do art. The reason for my passion in drawing is because of one person, and that's my brother. And I cannot explain things better than he can, so I'll let him tell you.
Hello!
Okay, so you draw, right?
Yes, I do sometimes.
I have one question.
What is it?
Why do you draw?
I draw to sort of put out onto the world what I have already existing within my head, which is kind of the reason as to why people draw in general. But for me, it's more so has something to do with the fact that I want to express the world that is in my head onto paper, because I'm really into world building, and one of the few ways that I can sort of show, even if there is no audience, and the audience in general is just me and a select few, I really want this world to be shown, to be displayed, because I lack any other skills to express it. I'm a pretty decent writer, but this in particular is something else.
I couldn't have explained it any better, and that's my brother to you. I think you've noticed already, but in the background of this entire segment, I've been doing figure drawings. And after figure drawings, I like to point out what I could have done better or what I did wrong. So, here's that. Alright, so in this first drawing, what I should have done is that I should have made the curve on this person more obvious, to make it look like it has more action, to make it more dynamic, to make it actually look like he's falling. And another thing that I should have fixed is that the hands look too stubby. Like, they're so small, and compared to the legs, they look like a T-Rex, you know? For this next drawing, I don't think I connected the arms correctly. It looks very lanky, and I think I just I didn't get the pose quite right because it looks awkward. It looks slightly stagnant. I don't know. It's static. It feels wrong. I think it's because of the placement of the hands and arms. And another thing I would like to point out, the thighs. I think I made it too big. It looks off. For the last drawing, I think I just did a bad job on visualizing it onto the paper. I should have. It's supposed to be a side or a quarters profile, but it doesn't really come out that way. It's supposed to be. This is her side and the arms. She's over here facing us, and she's taking a step forward, but it doesn't really communicate that correctly, and it kind of looks off. It's still a fine drawing. You can still tell it's a person, but I don't think this one went out the way it should have. And yeah, that's about it. The title here is self-explanatory. I don't usually watch shows because it wasn't really my thing. Well, not until One Piece. Again, the reason for why I started watching the show is because of my brother. He was really into it, so I joined him on his binge. And I just want to say, the characters are so memorable. They all have different traits that make them stand out so much, both physically and personality-wise. I just have to hand it to Oda for writing these characters, because he started writing when he was a kid, and he still is now. This explains why everyone in the show just has so much creativity oozing out of them. The creative fighting styles, the unique settings, and every arc is just so good. Well, except for one. Let's not talk about that. And speaking of arcs, the sagas, they're so good. The East Blue Saga is the perfect introduction to the characters, and the setting itself, it's just, oh my god, Alabasta, it just expands on the whole setting itself. The dangers that lie in the Grand Line, and the other pirates that lie in it. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna spoil, but Crocodile is such a good threat. And every scene with him is so tense. The Sky Island Saga, oh my god, I know a lot of people hate it, but I love this saga. It's able to tackle on, more mature themes while also keeping it comedic. The story of Noland and Calgara, oh my god, that made me cry, because it's a foregone conclusion. You know how it's gonna end, but you still get so attached. Oh my god. Lastly, the Water 7 saga. It's the saga we're on now, and I just want to say, Nico Robin's character is so mysterious, and I have a strange feeling that when we uncover her backstory, it's gonna be tragic. And yeah, that's mostly why I like One Piece. It's so addicting. I can't wait to finish it when school break comes. Alright, let me keep this short. I'm not necessarily a gamer, but I do play this game. It's called Genshin Impact. It's very popular, and I do play it most of the time with my friends, and that's what makes it so much fun. You're able to build characters on your own, obviously, and the story itself can make you so interested in the characters. It's amazing. And the plot line, the characters having their own stories in and of themselves. It's a nice game. You should play it sometime. But most of all, most of my entertainment comes from the fact that I get to play this with my friends. I know it doesn't look like we're looking at each other, but we are enjoying ourselves. We're just playing together online on our phones. And that's what's so fun about it. I get to hang out with my friends virtually, and through a character, and it's nice. And speaking of my friends, what do they do in their free time?
Hi.
Hello, guys! Okay. Zaldi, what do you do in your free time?
I sometimes play games and watch some videos in YouTube.
Ivan, what do you do in your free time?
What do I do in my free time? I usually just draw, watch anime, or play games if I have free time.
Angie, Laika, what do you guys do in your free time?
May Genshin Impact. Genshin.
What games do you play?
I sometimes play Call of Duty Mobile and Mobile Legends, but also Minecraft sometimes.
What anime do you watch?
I watch anime that's more on action, fighting action, adventure, and hen.
Wait, what? What do you guys enjoy about Genshin?
Adventure. Exploration. Sceneries. Character. Design.
Really?
Mostly on sceneries. Siya character story. Kasi simple siya.
Why do you, how do you call it, play these games?
Para, para yun nga, matanggal yung stress ko tapos para naman masaya yung pag medyo na ako, pag nalilungkot ako.
So, you said that you draw. Why do you draw?
Just for fun and para pampakan ng oras.
Why do you draw?
Because I find it very enjoyable. I like the colors mixing and stuff.
Really? So, what about that you find really enjoyable?
I like making my own story, so I want to make it come out of life in my drawings.
Gustong gusto ko rin yung ang pagdodrawing dahil nasa akin na lang yun. Parang pag di ako makadrawing ng kahit isang drawing lang, pag di ako nakadrawing sa isang araw, parang patay lang ako kung di ako mautusan, wala akong papakinggan. Yun na yun.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay happy and know you are loved.